Spencer Burford. So, again, it's just one-on-one drills. And I don't know how much they really translate to the games. All I know is that Aaron Banks having a tough time in this drill. Spencer Burford, not really having a tough time in this. I don't know who he is or who he thinks he is, but he's really good at this. I mean, he can anchor. He's big. He's built like an offensive tackle. He's got long arms. He's really hard to beat. What do you think of Spencer Burford?
He's been really good. It's his job. He's the right guard.
Yeah.
Like it's his job. It's not going anywhere. He's actually really good pulling too, like moving out and being out in front of the running game, which he knows is important, especially from the guard position. Yeah, it's his job. I mean, I don't really see anybody coming in and taking it. I mean, as much as they got out of Daniel Brunskill, I just think that they're ready to move on with that, and they'd rather see Brunskill at center in some capacity or be the backup or something like that. But it's Burford's job, man. He's got it.
Yeah. This might be their best draft pick. I mean, I like Drake Jackson too. Not sure exactly what his role is going to be. He may be Arden Key. He may be a very good interior rusher. But if they get a starting right guard in the 4th round, a guy who can play 100% of their snaps, that'd be phenomenal. That'd be great. Someone just donated $100. We'll get to him in a minute. But thank you.
And Brunskill, and again, Brunskill came from where I think it was the AAF. They got a lot out of him, man. Like, you have to give them props for that as well too. Like, you can't hold him up to like this standard of him being like a top 5, top 10 guard or anything like that. But what they've gotten out of him is really good. But if you can improve there, then you can help out a lot in terms of like what they do with McGlinchey and pass blocking and things like that. So it's really good to improve it. And if you improve it with a rookie, it's even better.
Kai2 Nice says honest trade assessment.
Up and down. Like, like you see it, it's inconsistent, flashes, sometimes not. Overthrows guys. That's the part that I've been seeing more and more. The deep ball overthrowing, not necessarily hitting it. It doesn't mean that it's just Debo. Sometimes Ayuk will have a step. Sometimes this guy will have a step. He'll just miss it. So it's just up and down right now. Right now, he's going through the motions. It's ups and downs. But at the same time, that last drive today was very, very encouraging.
I'd say he's pretty much what I expected from camp. I mean, I did think that there was going to be like you could tell that he didn't play last year. I mean, I still think he's showing that he's the best option for the team. But the fact that he didn't play last year, he hasn't played in 2 years, he was never going to come into this camp and just shred this defense. That was never going to happen. That was never going to happen.
I saw some. I forget who it was about like putting up the numbers that he had last year in camp to this year. But last year he was going against the 2s. Now he's going against the 1s, man.
Yeah, he's going against Ambry Thomas and Diamondor Lenore last year. Now it's Mosley and it's Travarius Ward, and it's like those guys aren't getting beaten. Like,
is that your new is that your new guy now? Is that
Ambry? Yeah, man. Ambry's doing so bad in camp. Like, he's like having one of the worst camps I've ever seen. Like, I was almost like, what's going on? He wasn't this bad last year. Maybe, I don't know. But you've seen it too, right? Like, who gave him? Yes.
Yeah.
Ambry.
Like, that's the same. We did it today. Like, we were like, they were like, oh, who was that in coverage? And I just looked and I was like,
he's having like an AJ Jenkins camp, man. Like, come on. Although maybe not that bad, because he wins occasionally and win the one-on-ones. It's like, wow, how did you do that?